mom sending their kid off to do that? All right, today I'm checking out Bobby Gentry. I'm listening to Fancy. Let's get into it.
I remember it all very well. Looking back, it was the summer I turned 18. We lived in a one-room run-down shack on the outskirts of New Orleans. We didn't have money for food or rent, to say the least. We were hard-pressed. Then Mama spent every last penny we had to buy me a dancing dress. Mama washed and combed and curled my hair, and she painted my eyes and lips. And then I stepped into a satin dancing dress. It was split on the side, cleaned up to my hips. It was red velvet trim and it fit me good. And staring back from the looking glass was a woman where a half-grown kid had stood. Here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Mama dabbed a little bit of perfume on my neck and she kissed my cheek. And I saw the tears well up in her troubled eyes when she started to speak. She looked at a pitiful shack and then she looked at me and took a ragged breath. Your paws run off and I'm real sick and the baby's gonna starve to death. She handed me a heart-shaped locket that said, to thine own self be true. And I shivered as I watched a roach crawl across the toe of my high-heel shoe. It sounded like somebody else that was talking, asking, Mama, what do I do? And just be nice to the gentleman, Fancy, and they'll be nice to you. Here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Lord, forgive me for what I do, but if you want out, well, it's up to you. Now get on now, girl, you better start moving uptown. Well, that was the last time I saw my mom, the night I left that rickety shack.
Yo, see, this is hitting different now. Because when we did the Reba McEntire version, I didn't know what the song was about. And I think I airballed on guessing what it was about. And I was confused on how she ended up successful and stuff. Remember, I was speculating to like, wait, does she sleep with the guy? But that's what the song is about. Remember, I was speculating that? But no, the song is literally about her mom sending her off to be that, like, you know, working woman, right? That's what you guys told me. That's what the song is about. So then hearing it now, it's just like, ooh, I hope it's not a real story. But if it is, at least it ends well. But it's like picturing a mom sending their kid off to do that. To do that is just unimaginable. And the kid's like, Mom, what do I do? And Mom's like, well, just be nice to the gentleman and he'll be nice to you. But then knowing what that means, it's like, okay, it's hitting way different now.
Well, that was the last time I saw my mom, the night I left that rickety shack. Cause the welfare people came and took the baby. Mom died and I ain't been back. But the wheels of fate had started to turn, and for me there was no way out. And it wasn't very long till I knew exactly what my mom had been talking about. I did what I had to do, but I made myself a solemn vow that I was gonna be a lady someday, though I didn't know when or how. I couldn't see spending the rest of my life with my head hung down in shame. I might have been born just plain white trash, but Fancy was my name. Here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. It wasn't long after a benevolent man took me in off the street. And 1 week later I was pouring his tea in a 5-room hotel suite.
Yes, you were.
Charmed a king, a congressman, and an occasional aristocrat. And I got me a Georgia mansion in an elegant New York townhouse flat. And I ain't done that. Now in this world there's a lot of self-righteous hypocrites that would call me bad and criticize my mama for turning me out, no matter how little we had. And though I ain't had to worry about nothing but now 15 years, I can still hear the desperation in my poor mama's voice ringing in my ear. Here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Here's your one chance, Fancy, don't let me down. Lord, forgive me for what I do, but if you want out, well, it's up to you. And don't let me down, your mama's gonna help me move uptown. And I guess she did.
the song is good. The story is hard for me to process and digest, even though it's probably not a real story. It's still that's a hard story for me to digest. Maybe it's easier for a woman to digest a story because they could put themselves in her position more. I feel like the way a guy looks at a woman is different. We look at a woman through our blue-colored glasses and imagining what it must be like to be in a situation. I don't know, but it's just like that just feels like gut-wrenching, like that story. You know what I mean? A mom sending a daughter off to do that. But then she just makes the best out of the situation, and she's like, hey, at least I'm living good now. And I guess that's how you cope with it, cope with the situation. That just seems awful. The story's gut-wrenching, but the song sounds good. So I listen to this song, it's like just being torn in two. Partially enjoying it, partially like, oh, I probably shouldn't be listening to the lyrics too much. You know, just super torn.
I don't know. Tell me, man, what do you know? What do you know? Me and my boys on the road. We to go. She told me, boy, you to go. Like, I don't know.